Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Okay, sorry.
Check. Checkity check.
All right, we're good. I'm good.
Check. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Captain's Jug of Thoughts internet radio program.
We're back again.
Yes. So what is going on, Captain? We started talking, and then we were reprimanded for not recording the talking.
Yes. So that was my bad. I shouldn't have said anything before the show started, but sometimes stuff just slips out. We got a big weekend coming up. No Vacancy, which is now called Orange Zest, Friday night.
Is that what that is? Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. So they've changed their name officially. So anybody that's confused, it is formally No Vacancy that's playing Friday night. And then we've got a Moondog and Roy G. Biv, Saturday. And we've got
the 8th.
We got a big bike run coming through from the Green Dino.
Yes, you called me, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and we're all excited.
I am excited.
Yeah, so there's a big bike, like motorcycle bike run, right?
Motorcycle bike run, yes.
Yeah, they're going on a big ride.
Yeah, it's the grandfather, I believe, who started everything. It's going to be it's the focus of the bike run. They do it in his honor, yeah, it's going to be really cool. Cam from Green Dino called me and asked if we could set this up, and I was like, hell yeah, man, let's do it. So,
and it timed out perfectly with the gig we already booked.
It really did. And
so the Green Dino is a smoke shop?
Yeah. So the Green Dino is it's a smoke shop. It's actually located at 5430 Walmore Road in Lewiston. Everybody's got to stop in there, get all your needs, all your smoking needs.
Yeah.
And Cam will hook you up. Cam will be down there. Great guy. It's a great place. I've been there.
They sound like our kind of crowd. This is perfect.
Yes, they are. So, yeah, everybody stop in at the Green Dino and pick up some shit.
Yeah, and come hang out with everybody from the Green Dino.
Yeah, and then come hang out with everybody on Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday the 8th.
Yeah.
June 8th, if you're listening to this in the future. You missed it, you dumbass.
Yeah.
It's very cool that we frequent a lot of the smoke shops.
Yeah.
And like I walked up to Center Street the other day, went into Brewed and Bottled and got some of like the THC seltzers.
Yeah.
Saw a bunch of buddies in there. Saw Galifianakis on the street.
Nice.
Chatted with him for a little bit.
He told me, actually.
Saw some buddies. And then, like, one day I was in there, and there was a guy with an acoustic guitar just sitting there, like, hanging with us friends and playing. And then I walked down the street to O's and stopped in there to get some blunt wraps and cigars and whatnot. And the dude behind there is, like, playing bass. Like, he was practicing bass behind the counter. Awesome. Yeah, I'm like, since when did this turn into fucking Haight-Ashbury? There's just a bunch of hippies selling weed, playing guitars all over the place, selling weed drinks.
I know. Lewiston and Youngstown is really turning into that, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, man.
So it'll be cool at least for the next 10 or 20 years. And then who knows what will happen.
We're taking over. Yeah, but Saturday the 8th, Moondog and Roy G. Biv.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one. Moondog's been practicing at my house.
Yeah.
And they sound really good.
Yeah.
They got the full band with them.
So, yeah, Moondog's going to start, then you guys, and then you're going to do a little
we'll
super jam at the end,
throw
right?
everybody up there, yeah.
That's fucking awesome. It's going to be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a great night. So it's going to be from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Music 6 to 11, yeah.
Yeah, the music. Come on down whenever you want, but that's when the music is, and it's going to be a fucking killer night.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about it.
You were talking to Slingin Sammy today.
I was. Slingin Sammy's in town for Andy La's daughter's wedding.
Yeah, shout out Eva.
Yeah, congratulations, Eva.
Goddamn the barber weddings. Left and right.
Wow.
If it's anything like Steve's, it's going to be a hoot.
I'm sure it'll be a hoot.
Yeah. That's great, man. Yeah, Sammy, you guys going to go hunting some bats in the back of the jug again?
We may. We'll have to see. He's coming down tomorrow. He may come down tonight. He may come down, pop in, have a couple beers. We'll see. But definitely tomorrow night he's coming down. Then he's got the wedding on Friday, and he's going to be at the show on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. Cool.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, see, so if you're not interested in seeing us, come see Sam.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's something for everybody.
Right.
All right, so Captain got a bike.
I did.
Tell me you got a bike.
I got a bicycle from Dano's crackhead neighbor for $50.
Really?
Yeah. So,
yes. Oh.
So he's like, dude, my neighbor's got a shed full of bikes. If you're looking, because I just happened to mention it in front of him.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
I go, what kind of bikes? He's like, I don't know. You know those? What are they called? Mountain bikes? I'm like, yeah, mountain bike.
A shed full of bikes is the most fucking hilarious.
I know.
Yeah.
So he fucking went over there, and quote unquote modeled them for me.
Really? How'd they do that?
They just set them up.
Around?
You know?
Okay. Like a showroom?
Yeah, kind of. And I was like, and I picked the one that said Outlaw.
Oh, okay.
I had to take the Outlaw.
Yeah.
It's a 15 speed. It's in good shape. All I had to do was fix the seat, which took me 2 minutes. And put a little air in the back tire. I mean, it's a used bike, but like not very used for very long. It's in great shape.
Yeah, sure.
You know, so I took it for its virgin run yesterday.
Oh,
and it felt good.
nice.
I was supposed to do it again today, but there was a little mishap at work, so I ended up having to put it off. We won't get into that.
Yeah. Well, we walked up. There's a long bike trail that goes up next to the parkway up the hill.
Yeah.
And there's
you were telling
amazing
me.
views of Art Park and the river and everything.
Right.
And it goes all up to under the bridge and down to Devil's Hole and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're walking up there, and when there's bikes coming down it,
Yeah.
they're flying.
Yeah.
They're going real fast.
I bet.
So, you got to get off to the side and everything.
Sure.
So we're walking up, and this girl's on a electric bike with the big fat tires, which are
Yep.
cool as fuck. And she's coming down, and then, 15 feet in front of us, a squirrel runs out.
Oh, God.
And she fucking, and, skids a little bit, and, almost wiped out. And then the squirrel just darted away, and she straightened it out. But when she passed us, her eyes were, mad wide. And she was
I bet they were.
holy shit. It was almost bad.
That is not where you want to wipe out.
No, dude, she was flying down that
And
hill.
you'll just keep going.
Yeah. Well, we would have broke her fall, which also would have.
Oh, there you go.
And then the squirrel would have ran away and been fine. With fucking 4 injured humans just
Fucking squirrel.
It's really cool, though. Go up to some spots I've never really even been to.
Yeah.
We were with our friend, and she's like, I feel like I'm taking you guys on a tour like you've never lived here. I'm like, I don't know. I've never been up to this side.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
We had a tour guide.
Yes, we had a tour guide. So, yeah, you'll be able. And now there's bike repair stations at, there's
yeah,
one
you
by
were
the
saying
Griffin, there's one in Art Park, there's one up there at the stops. It's like a place you can put air in the tires, and there's little wrenches and stuff. So, that's pretty cool, man. We're turning into it. Between that and the head shops, we're becoming fucking Amsterdam.
Seth and Sarah Reineck?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so Sarah stopped by the bar the other day and was like, hey, Chris, do you mind if I put these flyers up and around? And it was the same day I got the bike. And it was all about making the bike path more safe and extending the bike path and stuff like that into Youngstown. And it's fucking, I was like, yeah, do it. Fucking, let's put it everywhere. Just got a bike today. And she's like, oh, sweet. So you're on board. I was like, yeah, you picked the perfect day to come in and do this. So that's pretty cool. Everybody's, trying to keep everybody safe too. It's good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There was some sort of walk or something happening today on River Road. There was tons of cars parked by Red Brick, and then coming down River Road, there was people they weren't on the sidewalk. They were just hordes of people walking in the middle of River Road.
What?
I don't know. It was fucking annoying.
Yeah, I bet it was.
I got a podcast, motherfucker. Get out of the way.
Move.
I don't care. Raise funds for whatever. Yeah. So I don't know what they were doing, but shout out to them.
So yesterday there was a field trip to the Red Brick down here.
Really?
So the town was covered in 12-year-olds or 10-year-olds or something. I can't tell how old they are, but kids
Right.
everywhere. And this is when I was trying to take my virgin bike ride.
Yeah.
So I'm riding through the grass everywhere because there's kids
everywhere.
they're like, hi. I'm like, get out of the way. And I hadn't put the air in the back tire yet, so it was already kind of a difficult ride.
Yeah.
And then I'm riding through the grass, and I was like, oh, God, my legs are going to be sore.
Yeah, bike ride's a good one, man. I told you, I used to do the bike path along the parkway, down Pletcher and all that stuff, and I would listen to Kanye's Graduation album.
Yeah.
That's how I know every word to that, because it was good, biking, flashing lights, fuck it, it was a good one.
Yeah.
And, then I stopped.
Right.
I don't know. We got 2 nice bikes in the garage. I got to get them fixed up.
So we've got a couple other things. And for those of you who didn't see it, the Sentinel did a story on us, and we're on the front page above the fold.
Oh.
Which is a big deal, because that's the only part you see if you don't pick it up.
Yeah.
But they did an interview with all 3 of our national acts from this year, Chris Barron, Rusted Root, and the Flock of Seagulls. Ray did a little interview with them, too. And now the Niagara Gazette is actually going to pick us up.
Oh, look at that. Oh, the snowball's rolling.
It's rolling. We're moving now. So I'm excited about that. They're going to do they're trying to do an interview with Chris Barron this week, and then they might pick up another interview in a couple weeks. And
nice, man.
it's really exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody comes down and joins us. Chris Barron show is June 14th. So come down and see a really great acoustic show with, a lot of laughs. Because he does
storytelling and stuff. Yeah, that's great.
He does. Yeah, he's calling it, I think, a song and a story.
Nice.
So you'll get
that guy's got some. He's got both. He's got plenty of both.
Yeah, he does. So he's it's really exciting. He's going to be doing a song, and then you'll get a little insight into why he may have written it. Which is pretty fucking cool. So you got to come down and see that. Everybody's got to come down and see that. It's going to be really great.
I think really great next up is a Vanity Fair spread.
Yeah.
With some very tasteful Annie Leibovitz portraits of you at the Jug.
Of me?
Yeah. Of you and the moose in the back.
I don't know if we need those, but
yeah, man.
We can just stick to the interviews, I think. At least until I've had this bike for 3 months.
This is in the press. Vanity Fair.
Yeah.
They're coming knocking.
Next up, Rolling Stone.
Yeah. I have a stack of Rolling Stones. Mm-hmm. Somewhere in my basement.
Too.
Yeah. They're interesting.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of them.
I remember reading, there was like a time where this is way before the Dead and Company and stuff, but like John Mayer's, whatever, he exists. I never really was interested or anything.
Me neither.
But, and I read an interview with him, either in Rolling Stone, and he did a Playboy one, where he was very candid and funny and said all these crazy things.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of like this guy now. Like, It made me a fan. And then it was like John Mayer's career destroyed by these interviews. Everyone hates him now. Because he kept saying like really offensive shit. And I was like, this guy rules.
Yeah.
I was like,
so he's our type of guy.
Yeah, he made me a fan because he was just being offensive and obnoxious.
Yeah.
And then everyone else like, he's disgusting. I'm like, he's kind of funny. I don't know. I thought he's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to fucking join the Grateful Dead, and I think he's doing okay now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I hope he's helping the whole thing.
Yeah.
Continue to move along.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, now there's like, I don't know, are there like fucking cool kids listening to the Dead now? It's not just a bunch of tape trading nerds and mushroom heads and stuff? Or is it cool, like, John Mayer chicks go to the shows now? I don't know. I haven't seen them.
I don't know either.
Maybe.
That'd be hilarious if you went to a show and it's just a bunch of smoking hot chicks.
Yeah, it's like a Taylor Swift show. It's just a bunch of teenagers. We're like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, I don't know.
Last time I was at a Dead show, I was a teenager. Yeah, so, John Mayer, huh? Oh, this is what I was talking about before we started the show. I watched this show called Billy the Kid on Epix.
Yeah.
And it starts out like with his childhood in New York City, and then how his family takes horseback across the country. His father dies on the way, and then his mother dies when he's a teenager, and he has to kind of fend for himself, and that's when he becomes Billy the Kid. And when they had the writer's strike a couple years ago, they pretty much stopped writing the show.
They paused the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, they were on season 2, episode 3, and I was like, motherfucker. And it's been 2 years, and last night, all of a sudden, Billy the Kid was at the top in my TV when I turned it on, because I have all streaming services. It was like the top left corner, and I was like, why the hell is that there? So I click on it, and I'm like, no fucking way. There's a new episode.
Yeah.
And the opening scene, this guy comes fucking looking for him because he's like, I'm gonna hunt him down like a dog and kill him. And he comes and he fucking shoots a couple of his buddies, and fucking Billy the Kid pretends that he puts his rifle down. He's like, I'm coming out, Buckshot. And Buckshot goes to lift his gun, and he's Billy the Kid though. You ain't gonna you ain't gonna draw on him. He fucking draws, shoots him. He fucking starts approaching him, shoots him again, fucking puts his foot on his fucking arm. He goes, you come looking for me? Here I am. Shoves his gun in his mouth and fucking blows him away. I was like, that's fucking badass.
Oh my God, this is a heavy show.
It was fucking awesome. I was like, yes, it's back.
Fucking Tarantino make this? God damn.
It was really good.
Yeah.
You come looking for me? Here I am.
You ever watch Deadwood?
Oh, yeah.
That's the same, similar Old West type things.
For sure.
And Al Swearingen is one of the greatest characters ever. He's got some of the best quotes.
He does.
One of my favorites was fucking, they're setting up, because there's no laws in Deadwood. That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And something happened, where the guy who shot Wild Bill, right? Or was that? Yeah, the guy who shot Wild Bill, they were like going to do a trial. So they're trying to do this like mock trial in the bar.
Yeah.
And they're setting up the tables and stuff. And Swearingen thinks it's all bullshit. Like, why are you even bothering doing this?
Yeah.
And all the guys, they're all setting it up. And they go, hey, Al, you want us to move these tables over here? And he's walking out and he goes, I don't want anything done that can't be undone 5 minutes after this fucking fiasco concludes. Dude, he's just so dismissive.
That's fucking awesome. There's speculation, not. I don't know for sure. I've never really looked too deep into it. That Wild Bill Hickok though is a relative of mine.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
My grandparents on my mother's side's last name is Hickok, and they moved here from like the Dakotas.
Oh wow.
And I'm like. And I asked my mom, and she's like, well, it has been talked about in the family, but no one's really looked into it. And I'm like, that'd be fucking wild if he was like a great uncle of some sort.
Oh, you just look at a picture, just you with like a big mustache. It just looks exactly like you.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we could go on some sort of quest for his buried gold or something.
Right?
You know what I mean? Some city slicker shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's speculation, but I'm sure I could get my cousin Pat to dig into it and figure it out.
Yeah, you got to do like a 23andMe thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could just do that.
Yeah, you got to go back to that hospital that lost your birth certificate or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I know, yeah.
Back to Hopewell I go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I always thought it was cool that it's even a possibility that I'm related to him.
Yeah, I'd say don't even look into it. Just run with it.
Just run with it?
Yeah.
I said it one morning at breakfast. You know Buck and Helene, and Helene's Uncle Ed, every time I see him, he goes, Wild Bill. It's been like 10 years. And every time I see him, he just points like a fake gun at me and goes, Wild Bill. And then just keeps going.
See? It's an interesting factoid. People remember that.
Yeah, they sure do.
Speaking of the little barber, Steve always said that they were somehow related to Greg Kinnear in some way.
Okay.
And I remember him telling that to somebody, and they were like, who's Greg Kinnear? And we thought for a second, and I was like, he was the guy that was stuck to Matt Damon in that movie.
He totally is.
Yeah, like that's the way. Like he had to glue himself to another actor, to like a more famous actor, to be known who he is. You're like, yeah, he literally glued himself to Matt Damon. That's how I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I remember him, too.
Yeah. He was stuck to Matt Damon in the movie.
Yep. And he was kind of more of the lead in that movie. Matt Damon was kind of the shy guy.
Yeah. Matt Damon was a good Leslie Groves. Dude, did you see Oppenheimer?
No,
Oppenheimer's badass.
Yeah.
I know we're a bit late to the party there, but
yeah.
I watched it when it came up, and I recently watched it again. It's fucking awesome. It's long. It's really cool. It's kind of psychedelic with the visuals of the explosion and everything. Really? It's really heavy. Yeah, everybody in it's great.
Yeah,
I bet Chris Nolan knows how to make a picture.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight. I've been trying to figure out what I was going to do tonight. And I didn't really want to go out, but if Sammy calls me, then I gotta go.
Then you gotta go.
Yeah.
Sam doesn't want to come watch Oppenheimer with you?
Night. He might. Might pick up a 6-pack of Red Stripes. Sammy loves Red Stripes.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. So, I don't know if we're going to do anything or not, but we're definitely going to hang out all weekend. I didn't even know he was here. The pink guy called me twice today, and he's like... And then he's like, dude, Sammy Baw's in town. Slingin Sammy Baw, you know him? I'm like, I know him. And he's like, yeah. So I called the house. I go, hey, Mr. Leone, it's Chris. Is Sam there? And he goes, what the captain? I was like, oh, Sam, it's you. And he's like, God damn it, how'd you know I was here? I was like, Hannah. He's like, I told him not to tell you.
He's going to surprise you?
Yeah.
To show up at the Jug?
He was just going to show up at the Jug. So... I'm like, he blew you in. He's like, of course he did. He's like, that kid fucking, he goes, we've always known, let's never get arrested with Hannah. We'll all be going down forever.
Spill the beans for everything, yeah. You feel like your grandma?
Yeah.
Spilling the beans about the birthday party.
Speaking of which, my cousin is just about ready to do a show.
Yeah?
Yeah, she wants to do a show just on my grandma.
Just on grandma.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's has quite a few stories. She should do a storyteller show.
I know, she really should. But my cousin lived with her for years. Okay. So she's got way more info than I do.
Yeah, Wacky Roommate, that's a fucking sitcom.
Holy shit. Is it ever? That'll be good stuff. So, coming soon to a podcast near you.
Grandma stories.
All right, I guess we can move into the sports edition of the evening.
I was going to say, what's happening with sports?
The The Bills, for the first time in a long time, are not predicted to win the division.
Oh, okay.
But they're going to.
Oh, yeah? Why
so.
do you think you got the inside scoop?
We got Josh Allen.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's the best player in the NFL. When you have the best player in the NFL and he plays the number one position, you got a pretty good shot.
Yeah, there's a big mural of him at Kohl's.
Yeah.
I played next to it.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I was there.
So people dig him.
People dig him. So there's that. And then we got the NBA and the NHL finals coming up this weekend. So NBA, you got your Dallas Mavericks and your Boston Celtics. I don't really give a fuck about the NBA, so whoever wins, wins.
I like these sports updates.
And then the NHL, Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. And I made a, I don't know what to say here, how to say it, but the other day I was like, I bet you that this is because they go back and forth, you know? Like they play 2 games in Florida, 2 games in Edmonton, 1 game, 1 game, 1 game.
Yeah.
I'm like, I bet this is the furthest away that any NHL finals have ever been.
That's pretty far away from each
Because
other.
Edmonton is the highest point of any NHL team in Canada, plus it's out west.
Yeah.
And, well, kind of west. And Florida
is the lowest.
Is the lowest.
Yeah.
So
look it up. Flight between Edmonton and Florida, how far away? Hurry up.
My what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was.
Oh, no.
right,
Robin's not paying attention to the show today, folks.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you. Let me make it up to you. Do you know what Wild Bill's dead man's hand is? Do you know what the dead
the
man's
card.
hand
Yeah,
is?
the cards he was holding. He got shot during a card game. It was the cards he was holding. What is it?
2 pairs, black aces, and 8s. So it's a dead man's hand. Sorry. What do you want?
That's okay. So we got the dead man's hand from my dead great uncle.
Yeah, that whole thing. They did that whole thing in Deadwood. They reenacted the whole.
We want to know
situation.
what the flight would be between Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Edmonton, Alberta. Right, Alberta.
Yeah. Alberta, Canada. Tragically hip territory.
Oh, the cost or the length?
The length.
The length, because we're thinking that it's the longest flight in NHL history for the Stanley Cup Finals.
It's got to have those guys a little lagged out.
Internet's slow here.
Oh, the internet's been a wiener the past couple days.
It's no wiener. No, at our house too.
Yeah, no.
You got my new passcode and everything, right?
I know it's.
We're never gonna know.
Where's your?
It didn't bring it today.
Oh God,
I know.
Robin is off today.
We're never gonna know. This is super important. Everyone listening, biting their teeth. They're fucking on the edge of their seat.
They've already Googled it.
They've already Googled
Yeah,
it.
they already know.
All right, it's far, and it's probably going to be, those guys get jet lagged or some shit. I don't know. Hockey
could.
players are pretty tough.
They are tough.
Oh my God, being a hot flight attendant on a plane full of hockey players.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it like Slapshot anymore? Are they really badass, or are they all just like good,
I don't know. They're more badass than any other sport. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Raising
what do we
your
got?
1,550 miles.
Wow.
Okay, how long does that take?
That's not what I have.
2,550 miles for those of you who didn't hear it, though. That is a
it's
long
like a
fucking way.
SAT question on what kind of plane? What's the wind go? What's the wind doing? What's the crosswind doing?
I don't know.
I bet we can fly to Alberta by the time we get this fucking answer.
Well, we're not as far. We save about 3 hours from here.
God damn, it's hot. So I did, I think because we were talking about John Daly, I've been getting like little John Daly posts and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of them was about how I think we talked about it, how he was on like the 9th reserved list for this tournament.
Yeah.
And something happened where like all these guys couldn't make this tournament, and it was like last minute.
Yeah.
So they're calling around and they couldn't get anyone to fill in the spot, and then they got down to him.
Right.
And no one really knew who he was at the time.
Oh, wow.
Well, he was good enough to be like on the reserve list, but he wasn't, who he was.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right. And like him and his buddy drove all night, drinking, smoking, doing whatever.
Oh,
just
for
getting
sure.
fucked up, showed up early, came out, and just fucking trampled everybody.
Yeah.
Just banged it out. And like
Right.
there was footage of it, and he's like, I think it's early 90s. He's got this blonde mullet.
Oh, yeah.
And big round face.
For sure.
And like he even was like, took a beer from like someone in the crowd to like pound it, probably just to like fight off a hangover type thing, like just to keep it going. And he came in and won the trophy and swept the whole thing.
Yeah. That sounds like
And
Daly.
there was another video of him barefoot with a drink in his hand, and like a little chip shot.
Yeah.
And he just chips it, and it's fucking like 40 yards, and it like rolls down the hill and goes in, and everyone starts going nuts, and he just like sips his drink like it didn't even happen.
Yeah.
He fucking rules.
He does rule.
Yeah, I think they'll make a John Daly movie.
What?
A John Daly movie.
They should totally
like
make
a biopic on him.
Yeah.
Don't do Tiger Woods. That's not,
No, that'll be boring.
A harrowing journey of a golf nerd getting pussy. No, we want a fucking John Daly, man. That seems to be where the stories are.
That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's the John Daly. It's iced tea, lemonade, and vodka.
Oh yeah, like it's Arnold Palmer with booze in it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's great.
That's like every dude's, dream. They like golf for a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just get fucked up in golf for a living.
Right.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I don't even golf, and I think that's dope.
It is dope.
Yeah. Be a good gig.
I love going out and golfing and getting fucked up. Mm-hmm. It's so much fun. So we're thinking about making a 12-hole course.
Where?
I don't know. Who knows? It'll never really happen.
Okay. Well, they got the jug.
9 holes, like you feel like you're just getting into it, and you're
Really?
like, all right, I'm
Okay.
finally hitting the ball right today. For your average golfer like me, who's not very good, like you're like, okay, I'm finally hitting the ball straight. I'm finally
It
making
takes
good
you a minute
contact.
to get in the swing of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then by like 13, you're like, I'm exhausted. I don't know if I can do 5 more holes.
So you want that sweet middle spot of 12.
Yeah, me and a bunch of my friends always joke about it. We're like, man, we should really create this 12-hole golf course. I think it's $1 billion idea.
Couldn't you just play 12 and then give up?
Well, yeah, but you pay for it.
All right, yeah.
And then we make a happy medium spot for the pay, too.
All right.
It saves you a little money. It's like an extra $5 or $10 from 9 holes, but it's $20 less than 18.
I get
Perfect.
you. Yeah. That's that sweet spot.
Yeah.
You got to get into the groove.
Right.
Yeah, it's the perfect amount.
There's lots of times that I'm like, all right, finally, we're to the back 9. I can start. Hopefully, I'm going to start hitting the fucking ball, right?
What are you showing me?
I don't know.
This is a lot to read.
No, Niagara Falls.
Okay, in 1872, Hickok recruited 6 Native Americans and 3 cowboys to accompany him to Niagara Falls, where he put on an outdoor demonstration called the Daring Buffalo Chase of the Plains. Since the event was outdoors, he could not compel people to pay. Yeah, sounds fucking familiar.
Yeah, seriously.
He's chasing people around trying to get a cover.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like
the
us.
venture was a financial failure.
Except that.
The show featured 6 buffalo, a bear, and a monkey. This also sounds familiar. And one show ended in disaster when a buffalo refused to act. What?
Goddamn buffaloes.
Doing fucking Jerry Lewis. What is he? Was a buffalo?
Yeah, what was he doing?
It's a buffalo. Be a buffalo. Prompting Hickok to fire a bullet into the sky. This sounds hilarious. This guy's trying to do like a petting zoo, and it's just not. He can't get control of the people or the buffalo. This angered the buffalo and panicked audience members because there's a buffalo and a fucking guy shooting a gun. causing the animals to break free of their wire fencing and chase audience members, some of whom were trampled. The incident helped contribute to the overall failure of the show.
Jesus.
That's hilarious.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill. See, he should have just booked some bands,
I know.
Maybe, see, you got it in the family, though, that, like, wanting to put on an event.
Yeah.
Wanting that sort of circus atmosphere you're trying to get.
Right.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, that's true. I never even knew that he came to Niagara Falls. Maybe that's when he had the little oopsie and created our family.
Yeah, actually, yeah. He's just like, that didn't go well. And there's like
I need to get some of this stress relief.
Yeah, there's one of your ancestors is like, I thought it was fun. He's like, oh, hey, come here.
Well, how you doing?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look, we got tons of history around here. We always talk about the history of this town.
We do.
Who knew that?
We do.
I didn't know Wild Bill had a horrible fucking little show he was trying to put on.
Me neither.
Just chaos.
all
And he just
news
gets
to me.
mad and starts shooting a gun.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Great Uncle Bill.
All right. Let's take a break and talk.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Okay, we were talking about John Daly and his. He tried to hit the ball over the falls.
Yes.
But he couldn't. But apparently, a fella named Maurice Allen. Maurice Allen.
Maurice Allen crushed that shit.
Allen, yeah. Historic 427-yard golf driver across Niagara Falls.
Wow.
On May 23rd, 2019. I didn't know this happened.
I didn't either.
And now there's like a bench there dedicated to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really smoking the ball.
Yeah. Wait, did he... his fourth attempt. Yeah, his fourth attempt.
Wow.
Wind helping
him, you think? Maybe John Daly was golfing into the wind?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could have been a big updraft that day. Just hung the ball up there from the falls.
We had a good idea. I don't know how we got on the topic of talking about like second wedding. I was talking about like DJing stuff for like 90s people, you know what I mean? Like just doing all the old 90s stuff for all the, you know, and I was like all the divorced Lewiston moms and stuff, you know what I mean? And they're like, I should be a DJ. The idea was a DJ that only does second weddings because they're more fun.
Yeah.
And it's called DJ Mulligan.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
So it's always everyone's second wedding.
Yeah.
So it's like more fun. There's no pomp and circumstance. There's no bullshit. You're not spending as much. Usually, it's probably just going to be a house party.
Yeah.
They already had the one wedding when they were kids, spent too much money, didn't work out.
Right.
Now they're on their second wedding, which is infinitely more fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so DJ Mulligan.
Everyone's already used to it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Not everyone, you know. There's a lot of people, a lot of peripheral families not going to come to the second one.
Yeah.
You know, just be the partiers. Have you guys ever had a wedding at the Jug? Have you ever had anyone want to do a wedding at the Jug?
Actually, these girls were in the other night, and they were like, we want to book our wedding at the Jug for next year.
I never even thought of that.
I was like, I've had a couple...
you got the stage. If you just set it all straight up with on the stage, like under the pavilion, it's a perfect wedding spot. How the fuck we never thought of this?
We did one wedding. We have done one.
Okay.
This guy George and his wife. I don't know. I don't even really remember their names, but he funny story. So they set it all up, and he brings the bride in on his Harley. And she hops off, and he's backing it in and smashes right into Mike's brand new light. You know, the one that throws the flame through the middle of it?
Oh, yeah.
Like it was like the second day we had it. Oh, wow. And it fucking smashes all over the ground. And I'm like, well, that's a hell of a start.
That's funny.
So, yeah. And then... he's like, oh, and I brought these. I'm like, dude, you can't bring that shit. He's got all these glass guns full of tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a good idea. But, you know, there's a lot of things that he didn't ask if he could do. and he just did. And so it was a little bit of a clusterfuck. But I don't know. I think they're still together. It's only been a year or two.
That's cool. Yeah. I never even thought of that. So why do you go take your pictures down by the water?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a perfect setup. You got the bar, you got a place to stay, the honeymoon suite.
Oh, we got a honeymoon suite up there, too. It's
Haunted
nice.
honeymoon suite.
Haunted honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a little after you get a little.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a bunch of, like, we always bought, like, you know, the blow-up balls and the big inflatable things for party stuff, and I did buy, like, some of those little... I don't know, man. You pull them and they fucking poof, and shoot confetti all over the place. Yep. But I never used them because I never wanted to like fuck up someone's venue. Like,
exactly.
I don't want to be like these assholes.
Exactly.
It was all fun at the show, and now someone's got to clean it up.
That was what my aunt was like for my mom's surprise birthday party last month. She's like, so I'm gonna get all the balloons full of confetti and we'll pop them like when we sing Happy Birthday. And I was like, no, we will not.
We will never not have confetti in the back room of the Jug.
When Amy and I lived together for like Nicolette's like 10th birthday, she did confetti, and when I was moving out like 4 years later, I was still finding that shit.
Yeah.
Like when I was cleaning the house to move out, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me! There's still confetti everywhere. And like, you know, I mean, I'm not a dirty person. Like it was like, I was like, what the fuck? How is there still confetti everywhere?
Well, that's they make glitter bombs you can send to your enemies in the mail. They open it and glitter gets everywhere, and you never get that shit out.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No. It's the danger of going to a strip club when you're in a serious relationship.
Trying to keep it down. No, I was at a birthday party. I went through the Pride Parade.
You smell like a stripper and you're covered in glitter. That's odd. I don't know how that
It's the
happened.
damnedest thing. That's the new cologne I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Glitter in the bottle, like a bottle of Goldschlager.
Yeah.
It smells like strippers.
Yeah.
Dude, I got stung by a fucking bee today.
On
Right
the
on
pinky?
the pinky. On the pinky.
Weird.
I got the squeegee because I was cleaning the window, and I think there was like a bee like on the end of it, or like in the handle into the tube.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like wiping the window, and then just like threw the squeegee, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Motherfucker!" She's on the other side of the house. She's inside. She's like, "What the hell was that?" And it fucking hurt. Still
bet.
kind of hurts, little bastard.
Still kind of
And then I
hurts.
came out, and it didn't come off, so he was still buzzing around when I went out there.
Oh, really?
Little fucker, yeah.
Oh, man. He fucking did a little poke and run.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Didn't even give me cab money. Didn't even call me after.
What an asshole.
Piece of shit. Think you just run around pollinating everybody and not fucking giving them any respect?
Well, now you're going to have a green finger.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I got to play in 2 days, so hopefully that calms down.
Do you use that finger much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots.
Lots.
Lots. It's super important.
It's super important. All right. Well, hopefully,
It'll be fine. I'll play through the pain.
nice. Attaboy.
Yeah.
Take one for the team.
Sure. I can't even remember the last time I got stung by a bee.
I can't
I was
remember
like
the
a
last time I did
little
either.
kid.
Yeah.
We got stung out here one day. She walked out to the car for something. We were up here. And didn't you step on one or something? God damn it, she's not listening at all this time.
Yeah.
I'm so
You stepped on a bit with
this
Wild Bill?
Wild Bill.
Did Wild Bill ever get stung by a bee?
Yeah. Okay, what's better?
You stepped on a bee here in front of his house and got stung.
Oh, that was here.
Yeah, that was here. You walked out to the car for 2 seconds and came back in and was like, I got stung by a
Oh,
bee.
yeah, that's right. It's like,
There's motorcycles. There's the bike run.
Here's
yeah.
the bike runs early.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this, you're already too late.
It's going to sound like.
I'm just so
Enthralled with Wild Bill?
Yes.
Is he that wild?
Yes.
Why was he so wild? He's got the name.
Gambled. He
Gambled? I know tons of people who fucking gamble.
Well, I'm
They're not
just
wild.
One thing.
Go to the casino
but
and look at an old
he
lady
gambled
at
with a big pistol on the table.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna say there's a bunch of old ladies throwing nickels in slots at the casino. I wouldn't consider them
No,
wild.
that's not how they do it.
Aces and eights.
That's cool. You should do Wild West night at the Jug. Fuck Club Jug.
Yeah.
Or we should, keep doing the Jug's perfect for Wild West night.
It is.
Everybody dresses up, brings a pistol, gambles. You do a shootout in the back, like a blindfolded. Got to pull up the gun real fast.
Yeah.
Shootout. You know what I mean?
Real bullets?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
do arena. Use whatever they use at the fort. Just it makes the puff of smoke and it's loud and everything.
Yeah.
And then you got some ladies of the evening upstairs.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, do Deadwood night at the Jug.
Deadwood night at the
fucking
Jug.
Great idea.
That is a great idea.
Yeah. We'll do like an old timey. I'll bring the banjo and we'll do like an old timey in the back room with the piano and everything.
Yeah.
Do an old timey band.
But I'm in.
I'm fucking spitting them out today.
I know.
That's a great idea.
All right, we're doing it.
Deadwood night. And then
Saturday.
do a poker night. You got poker, you got everything. You just watch Deadwood, anything that happens.
When you're done playing poker, you get to go upstairs and poker.
Dan, there was a Dan. The guy's name in the show was Dan, wasn't it? The guy that worked at the bar. There's a big guy that worked at the bar. His name was Dan.
Really?
Dan Doherty. Yeah, Dan O'Doherty.
Dan O'Doherty.
Yeah, perfect.
Somebody was describing Dano, they were like trying to figure out who it was. They're like, I don't know. It's like the only guy that works here besides Chris. And they're like, oh yeah, Dano. And they're like, no, that wasn't his name. They're like, he's like well over 6 feet tall. Wears a Dodgers hat. They're like, that's fucking Dano.
Yeah, that's not another guy.
No, I'm like, that describes him to a perfect T.
We saw Dan. We ran in here like fucking Banksy and tagged up for Before Nerds Gone Wild. Brought a bunch of posters for Saturday.
Yeah.
And threw them up everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I was in my yard. I'm doing so. I'm like, oh god, the poster place closes in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get those up because you guys had Nerds Gone Wild,
Right.
which I'm sure was packed.
Packed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great night. Everybody made a ton of money.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not as much as you're gonna make on Deadwood night.
I hope not.
But then you're gonna get shot and it's gonna get taken away. In
No,
Deadwood
no.
fashion. You're gonna get paid in like buffalo nickels. And furs. You can trade with furs. Yeah, there's no cash. It's buffalo nickels and fur.
I got plenty of furs.
Yeah.
thing, as long as
You
they
got
like
furs?
black and white. And,
All right. Oh, yeah, the first
raccoon
yeah.
tail.
There we go. You should make a hat. Make a hat out of the raccoons you're shooting out there.
I just shot one the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, nailed him.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Gabe was here, and she was like, "That was the most traumatic thing I've ever seen."
Yeah. She's doesn't. Say, I don't know.
She usually scares them away.
Yeah.
And that night in particular, she was like, "How's it going out here?" You know. And we're out there, and I go, and right then I go, light. He hits the light. I pull the trigger. No, my buddy Alex. Oh. He hits the light. I pull the trigger. The raccoon fucking goes on top of the fucking thing, and it was obvious that it was dead. Like it rattled.
Wow.
Like it had that death rattle.
Damn.
You know,
dude.
I hit it perfect right behind the ear. Like whew. I was like, dude. That was a hell of a shot.
Nailed him. Yeah, dude, you got Wild Bill running through your veins.
I might.
Totally. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And
you
she's like,
make a hat
she goes, that was the most dramatic thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, she was pretty upset about that fish.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, I'm sorry that I'm laughing.
That's pretty funny. She's upset.
Yeah. So,
you never wanted to like give one to Pete and have him make something for you? Stuff it and pop them up in here? Some taxidermy?
No, I'm not a taxidermy
Put them up in
guy.
the jug.
Yeah, I guess we could do
You
that.
got a moose. The moose needs a friend.
We should stuff them and put them around the property and be like, this is what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Like fucking Apocalypse Now. Just put them up on a spike.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious. You see like a real one walk up to it. So when I went down to double check that it was dead, it had pulled just a little bit of garbage out of the garbage.
Son of a bitch.
Off the can and there was a possum standing right next to it eating the garbage.
Oh, possums don't give a fuck.
I was like, that is hilarious. So
Possums like the crackhead, like picking the pockets of the guy who just got shot.
Exactly. So I go down the next morning to grab him, and it's not there. And I'm like, and Pete is like cleaning up the backyard, and he goes, looking for that raccoon? I go, yeah. He goes, looks like you didn't have a very good night. And I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, well, I'm assuming you shot him first. And I'm like, I did. And then he's like, and then somebody ate the innards out of him.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, so everybody, it was the circle of life.
I guess, yeah.
Like he fed the possum, and then he also fed a coyote or a fox or something.
Yeah. What
You
would
know?
eat a fucking raccoon like that? Dead one, I guess. Does
He
the
said
possum
the whole gut
ugh.
and everything was gone. Just
Gross.
gone. I was like, wow, that's wild. So, he gone.
Yes, R.I.P. to the raccoon.
Yep.
But don't come around. Fuck around and find out.
That's right.
I saw Lee sent me a thing today that was some old lady on Instagram giving you household tips. And cinnamon keeps away, you make like a cinnamon spray, keeps away bugs, but it said she was sprinkling it in her garbage can around the lid, and that keeps the raccoons out of the garbage.
No shit.
Yeah, just straight cinnamon, right?
Interesting.
Am I remembering this? I would think that would draw them in. That's delicious.
I know.
You
Cinnamon
think
is delicious.
You get a bunch of fat chicks in your garbage then. I think you might draw the wrong type of vermin.
Me real drunk thinking it's Goldschlager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been putting cayenne pepper on my railing to keep the squirrels away because they keep digging up my fucking plants.
Yeah, they'll do
and then I gotta start over.
Little pricks.
Yeah. So, but it's been working really well.
Yeah, that. Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
You do. You like boil the peppers and make like essentially the hottest sauce, like a hot water. You just boil the peppers in the water and then put that in a spray thing, and you spray your plants, so it's natural. It doesn't damage the plants, but it stinks and like the smell burns their noses and they fuck off.
I like that.
Unless there's like squirrels who like spicy stuff.
Well, we do have a couple squirrels that eat chicken wings here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Of
course they do.
Yeah. I know. We've seen them. They have them up. Like they eat them just like we do. Like I'm like,
great.
what the fuck?
That's adorable.
I'm like, is that thing eating a fucking chicken wing? Sure is.
They're evolving, man. They're learning.
There's an actual video of one, and its face is covered in fucking chocolate because it found a cupcake.
Yeah.
And it jumps out of the garbage can, like the little garbage can jumps out of the side chute. With half a cupcake, and it's just like stares at us with chocolate all over its face. And we were like, and Emily has a video of it.
Nice.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, man. They'll get peanut butter. They love peanut butter. And they like Nutella. I told you about the Nutella jar. There was a whole saga where we threw, I don't even know if it was ours, but like recycling day.
Yeah.
It's all out on the side of the road. So a squirrel found a Nutella jar and it was like eating out of it, and it was in our backyard on the ground, and it kept trying to carry. I saw it carrying it up the tree, and it would try to carry it up to its nest, but then it would fall.
Yeah.
It would drop it because it couldn't get it up there.
Sure.
So for like the next couple weeks, we'd be sitting in the backyard, and out of nowhere, a Nutella jar would just fall out of the sky and land on the ground and just make that
awesome.
clunky fucking empty jar noise.
Right.
And every time it was a little more clean.
Right.
But it's like he kept trying to pull it up there, and he didn't have anywhere to put it. I guess they don't have a pantry up in the tree.
No pantry up
no
there.
pantry, yeah. So he kept dropping. So you'd just be sitting there, and then out of nowhere, it would just drop out of the sky. You're like, what the fuck?
Thank God you weren't underneath it.
Yeah. And then, I get a big bruise. I get concussed by
Yeah, I know.
falling Nutella jars.
Clunk.
Yeah.
You're knocked out in the yard.
But
Lee's
yeah,
looking for you. What's he taking a nap?
They crawl in the peanut butter. They put their whole fucking head inside of it and lick the inside of it.
Sure.
Yeah, we talk about critters a lot on here.
We do.
We do. There's sports talk and there's critter talk.
Yeah.
Seems to be our three things. Now that OJ's gone, what the fuck are we gonna?
What are we supposed to talk about without OJ? Gotta talk
Yeah.
about critters.
Yeah, creatures.
Creatures,
That's
as Dana
so
would say.
funny. He calls them creatures.
Yeah. Creature tried to get me. It's a squirrel. Creature.
We saw a squirrel that's got like a super blonde tail.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he looks like some like trashy like guy from like a hair metal band or something. He's got like a gray squirrel with like a bright blonde tail.
Maybe that's their version of Barbie.
Yeah, it's like a dumb blonde squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Saturday. We got Saturday. What else is coming up at the Jug? All those 3 shows that the tickets are all available.
Yes.
I'm sure you go to the Jug's Facebook, you go to anything. We'll share all that.
Go
on
on to the Ontario House Instagram page, their Facebook page, and you can get your tickets right online for any of the 3 national acts. Tickets are pretty cheap, so we got a lot of I got a lot of sponsors that I'm going to be giving a shout out to here over the next couple weeks. You're going to probably see me get on stage on the 30th, which I never do.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
To give thanks to all of our sponsors. It's a little out of my normal character.
June 30th for the Flock of Seagulls show?
Yeah, right before you guys take stage.
Yes,
I'm going to get on stage, or maybe even with you guys, and just make an announcement to thank all of our sponsors individually. Because it's helped us to have a really great summer, and hopefully to
put
help
this place on the
everyone else.
map. We're in the paper now.
We're in the papers. We're in the papers.
Yeah. So yeah, check out the Sentinel too, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, check out the Sentinel. Look for us in the Gazette in this upcoming week, and don't forget to go out to Green Dino and get all your needs. Every Wednesday, if you buy something in the shop, you will get a ticket to win a free pound at the end of the day.
Wowzers.
So.
Every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
What's today? Wednesday. Fuck.
So, so get out there on Wednesdays. If you can't get out there any other day, that seems to be the killer day to go.
Yeah, really.
Head up to the Green Dino. Cam said he's going to put our show on in the...
Inside?
Yeah, inside.
All right, cool.
And so maybe you'll hear me and Thurman talking when you're in there trying to win your free pound.
We've got, plenty of music for those types of people. Really, yeah. Usually we do very good with the Green Dino type crowds.
Right. So, again, the address up at the Green Dino dispensary is 5430 Walmore Road in Lewiston. So go there to get all your needs. Come out and see us this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday's the big show here with Therm Dog. And Friday and Sunday are going to be really fun, too. So
music all weekend at the Jug. Yeah. Summer's kicking off, man.
We're rolling now, so come on down.
All right, man. Right on. Captain's Jug of Thoughts, thank you for listening. Go follow the Instagram page.
Yeah.
Go just type in Captain's Jug, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Leave likes and comments and all that stuff.
Yes.
And, reach out to us. Tell Captain, what do you want to hear? What do you want us to talk about? What do you want? I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
We'll talk about anything you want.
I got nothing. I got no reason. You got to give me a reason. OJ's gone.
Yeah.
The juice. We're
That's right.
juiceless.
Yeah.
Juice is empty. Did someone just put up like the RIP OJ thing? And it's just like a fucking juiced orange. It's just like squeezed dry, just like with a tear coming out.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Capital Jug of Thoughts. Thanks for listening. We'll see you all next time.
Yeah. See you next time.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.